fresh out of the shower. Gonna do some gua sha and then some, well, actually I'm doing ice roll first and then the second, just because my face is needing it right now. Good morning, everyone. Doing an unedited day in my life. I saw Michelle Reed do one of these. I watched a video when I was cooking dinner yesterday and I was like, this is a great idea for me to do because I haven't done one in a long time, and I also like just figured it would be great to do it because I am taking my exam soon, so like the less editing the better, honestly, obviously. So I figured I would do one, but I went to spin this morning at 6:30. It was great. Got my workout in, and then I came home and washed my hair for the first time. So with it being dark, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you would know that I'm like back, as close back to my natural color as I possibly can be. And this was my first time washing my hair because I got it done Friday, so almost a week, but I love it. But I'm gonna see how it is curly. I'm sure I'll like it because it's just like my natural hair that I have most of my life. But yeah, I am so happy because we like cleaned the whole apartment yesterday. It was much needed. We hadn't done that in like 2 weeks. So it feels lovely in here, and I have a cinnamon broom in the bedroom, like up against the mirror that I got from Trader Joe's yesterday. And it smells so good in here. It just smells like fall. I'm not washing my duvet cover because I did that like a week and a half ago. But yeah, I am so happy that it's clean in here. It just makes my mood so much better in the mornings. And we did like wash all of our throw blankets, that kind of thing. So yeah, but just got on this flannel from Cotton On and Urban Outfitters tank top that I'm wearing, like literally purple, light purple Lululemon shorts because I don't have like any black shorts clean. I might put on leggings in a little bit, but that's that. I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember. I finally got my car registration mailed out, so that's good, but let's just get going. Here's my toast pre-egg breakfast. It's like 9 almost somehow. I did a little bit of this chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's. I've never had it before, but I got it yesterday. So I put that on here along with my usual garlic salt, onion salt, and everything but the bagel. And then I have my little over easy egg. There was a little fruit nut in my honey, and I realized that like after I put my honey on, so I dumped that out. But here's breakfast. I wanted to show y'all, I just lit this candle. I used to like only light candles at night, and I realized that I like love having them burning during the day. It's just like something to boost your mood, and if I can find anything to boost my mood in the morning, I'm gonna do it. So this one is from Little White Kitchen Candle Co. I'll leave the business's Instagram or the website or whatever down below. But they sent me this apple cider donut one, and it honestly smells like an apple crust macchiato from Starbucks, but a little bit more savory in a way. But it smells amazing. They're really high quality. I literally had this burning the entire day yesterday and like into the evening, and it barely even like went down. Really high quality soy candles. And they also sent me a s'mores one, and then like I think the other was moon something, and they all smell really good. So I got that in my P.O. box, and my P.O. box address is always in the description down below if y'all want to send me anything. So I just wanted to shout them out though, and I've been loving lighting candles in the morning. But I'm gonna make my coffee now. Really want iced coffee this morning, but so I'm gonna do some of this La Cologne because this is just, we have this and we also have Trader Joe's, but I'm gonna finish this up before we use the Trader Joe's cold brew. But I've been trying to stay off social media in the mornings, like for the first however many hours. It honestly like if I don't get on it in the first like hour of my day, I won't get on it till the end of the day, and it's so great because I get so much more done. And it's funny because the day Instagram went down was like the day I decided to do that. So when I like went to get on at the end of the day, it was like not working. But it's the best thing ever, and I just like have a lot less stress. I just feel better, like my mental health and everything, and it's just great. But here, I'm gonna get a thinner straw. I'll get on to like post a story if I have like one to post or something, but then I'll just like hop off real quick, or I'll get on like the podcast Instagram if I have to like do something on that. But I also really want to try this non-dairy pumpkin oat beverage from Trader Joe's. I didn't know they had this. It wasn't in there the last time I went in there a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna use it. It's a froth. So, I also moved my exam back, back one day. I just saw that there was a spot available at one of the testing centers that are actually in Houston, so I don't have to drive to Beaumont again, which I already wasn't going to be driving to Beaumont again because I was doing it at one of the Houston centers to begin with. But I just like thought to myself, I was like, let me check, and if there's one like a few days after my original date and it's in Houston, I'm gonna do it. And there was, so I'm taking it on Saturday the 16th now instead of October 15th on Friday. But I just wanted like an extra day. I don't know, because I would be taking like my last mock exam 2 days before, so instead of having the day before to like review whatever I want to review and like try and chill, even though I didn't chill at all the day before my last exam, I was like, you know, it'll probably be better if I can like just have like an extra day after the mock exam to like just review more, because I just don't feel as ready as I did with the reg, but at the same time I kind of like am getting there. So just to be safe, I pushed it back one day and I feel good about it. So okay, wow, that frothed like really well, and I poured probably way too much, but wow, she's pretty. Look at that. Yum. Here, let me taste the foam. Oh my gosh, it's actually so good. Okay, this is like the closest thing I've had to a Starbucks pumpkin cream cold brew, and it's all in like one thing, except I put a little bit of extra pumpkin pie spice in it to make it more pumpkin-y, but that's so good. I might add like a splash of my Silk heavy whipping cream in next time, because it really makes it the consistency of a cold foam, because this is a little bit more airy, I guess, but it's really, really good. So try that. Wow. Very impressed. I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'll catch up with y'all in a sec. Okay, I just finished like 4 or 5 modules of review, and I'm like pretty much halfway done today, and it's like about to be noon, so I feel really good because that gives me more time to knock out some of the final review stuff. And my hair's dry now, and I'm like obsessed, like actually obsessed. I love it curly so much better than I like my hair curly more with it being dark than with the blonde, because that's kind of like why, if you watched my Princess Polly haul, I kind of talked about it. I was like, I liked my hair styled with the blonde in it, but natural, I was just kind of like about it. So I'm loving this, and I have washed my pillowcase, my like silk one, and I gotta go like dry the sheets again. But I have a call in like 10 minutes for my talent management company, and it's kind of just going over like stuff for the holidays, like kind of like debriefing for that, and I think just like some Instagram information. And I'm just gonna sit in on it, and I'm like kind of passively listen to it. But it's funny because 3 of my friends I like connected them with the company for jobs, and they all ended up working there, and then they all got to know each other, even though like 2 of them were friends from home and then 1 of them was a friend from school, and then they all ended up knowing each other. So just very funny. One of them doesn't work somewhere else now because she was there for like a year, but 2 of them are still there, so it'll be cool to like be on a call with them for work. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Just wanted to update y'all on where I'm at today, but feeling so good, having a lot done already by noon. It's like the best feeling ever.
More videos, so I do foresee more brands wanting to go that route, where some had stopped for a little bit. They like long form content.
Some leftover
they feel that it gets them
Ritz
more,
chicken casserole, and I'm still on the call,
on
so
because it lives
let's
there
eat.
as opposed to stories, which are gone.
Okay, it's 3 o'clock. I am making the bed. I never get the sheets done this early. I swear I'm like panic drying them to get them done before I go to bed normally, because I always forget to start them early in the morning. But I remember today, I wanted to wait to wash them until the day I wash my hair, because I was gonna wash them last weekend, or over the weekend. But anyways, I have 2 more modules before I'm done for the day, so I'm gonna get, well, not done, but completely done with Sims and everything, which is like really exciting. I intentionally kind of like worked ahead and did more than what was on my schedule so that I would have 2 days before my mock exam, my first mock exam, which will be on Saturday, to just sort of, I don't know, like make my little like cram sheets that I like to make that just like have very high level of information that I like don't know in as few pages as possible. It's a great way for me to like have a study material, and like handwriting it obviously helps. So that's what I'm gonna be doing the next 2 days, along with finishing final review, because I'll probably have half of final review left after tonight. So I am excited about that, but I don't have to do any more Sims after today, unless it's for practice. And yeah, that meeting went until like 1:30. I felt rude to just kind of like log off of it, but I kind of was just doing stuff on my phone during it, and I ate lunch, and then I started working again around like 2, and then now I'm here making the bed to take a quick break, so I was starting to get tired, so I knew if I got up and moved around I would wake up a little bit, which I have. But I keep getting these like random like flashbacks almost to college. Like, I know I mentioned this in other vlogs and I've talked about it, but like, when does this stop? Because it's not like I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like, obviously I miss it and stuff, because it's what my life was for 5 years, and then that's not my life anymore. So obviously it's going to be missed. But why do I have like random flashbacks of like moments in college, or like, oh my gosh, I just put this on wrong. This is what happens when I don't pay attention. But I just keep getting these weird flashbacks, and it's just so strange because I don't know, like, I won't be thinking about it and then I just get really sad when I have those like random flashbacks of like moments, or I just think about like little things I used to do there, like my routine, like going to Target and the gym, and like going to like my own favorite little coffee shop that like felt so homey, and everything here just feels so big and not homey. I'm making my green smoothie right now. It's like 4. Still need to do my 2 last modules, but a little life hack if you get tired in the middle of the day doing things, or you're just getting like bored or having a hard time paying attention to stuff. I like force myself to get up and basically like do something else that takes 5 or 10 minutes. So like putting the sheets on the bed like I did earlier, switching over the laundry, tidying up the bathroom, kitchen, making a smoothie, whatever it is, going on the balcony for like 5 or 10 minutes, just doing something to distract myself from feeling tired. If I just sit there, I'm gonna convince myself to take a break, and that'll end up in me taking way less time off, or way more time off, when I could just like do something else productive to sort of wake myself back up. I loaded the dishes and I'm preparing dinner now. We're gonna do like a very fall dinner. We're gonna try out the Trader Joe's autumn tomato sauce for pasta, but I'm making Brussels sprouts. I haven't made Brussels sprouts in ages, and this is like my therapy for me, like having a video playing on something and like cooking dinner, especially when it's like new recipes, because it's like kind of exciting. I'm not following a recipe, I'm literally just like winging this. I'm gonna do a little bit of this black truffle oil and this, just like probably 2 tablespoons of the balsamic vinegar, and then just a touch of orange honey, because that'll really help get the Brussels sprouts roasted and like crisp, because that's when they're best in my opinion. And then I'm gonna do some garlic salt and onion salt probably, but I'm also gonna make like some garlic bread and obviously the pasta, but I'm doing this prep first, so let's go. Sitting outside with Ella right now. The sun's going down, so just thought I should get some outside air for the last little bit of the day. Just in a weird mood today. I said earlier before my camera died how it's gonna be really loud for a second. How I have like random little flashbacks of college, and it's just like weird. Because I'm past it, you know, like I'm not in this like phase where I can't accept it, but it's just still weird that it like comes in my head like that. And I have days where I feel like everything's in place and right, you know, I'm taking all these steps that I'm supposed to be taking for my career, for my life, you know, moving to a big city, getting the Big 4 job, taking the CPA, and like doing all the things, but I just can't help but some days feel like what am I doing, you know what I mean? Like what is the goal here? You know, like I have been striving for a lot of this for so long, and then now that it's finally here, I just feel really lost and confused sometimes, and I'm just like, why, like what's next, you know what I mean? Like I do this job, and then I feel like I have spent so much of my life preparing for the next thing, and then now that that's pretty much here, it's like, what's next? What do I have to prepare for next is like my natural thought process, because now my mind's looking for something else to strive for, and I'm just trying to like remind myself that it's okay for me to just be content with where I'm at and just be still in my job and like be present with that and not be planning for something that's next, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I'm like finding extra things to stress about, because stressing about the CPA gets too exhausting and too boring. You know, I've been really stressed about things at different points in my life, but nothing has compared to the stress of taking this exam for some reason. Actually, that's not true. Things have compared on different levels, but I think knowing the consequences of not passing this first time around are so scary, of having to do it while working full time, because I know it will mean having to like give up my creative space for a time being, and I don't want to do that. So I literally am just so, I don't know, I'm feeling weird, and that's just me being honest. And I feel like somebody else is on their balcony right now and can probably hear me. Haven't bought these in like a month from Trader Joe's, and I got them yesterday, or whenever I went yesterday, I think, because I need them. I'm gonna eat one right now. They're literally so good. Perfect dessert. Trying to be really good about like actually resting before bed, like doing something that's just like mindless that I can enjoy, whether that's watching a show with Griffin or I haven't been reading, honestly, just because I'm reading so much during the day. I just like don't even have a desire to like read anything at the end of the day. However, when I finish my exams, I love reading, but I have my cup of tea. I would have my lamp on, but I just don't want like super bright light right now, I say, as my computer's right in front of me. And I would light my candle, but I'm not going to because it just smells like cinnamon in here from my little broom. So it's great. I don't really need to light a candle, but I just made my tea. I turned on the little candles, the faux candles, and it's just like super cozy in here. I have a big cozy blanket, and I'm laying on top of my sheets. I'm not like in them because I'm not in my pajamas yet. And I have Ella with me. I'm just gonna like turn on some YouTube videos that are like peaceful for me, and just kind of like sit here for like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go to bed because it's like 9:20. But I was talking earlier, so if you saw a clip earlier that like cut off, I'll probably end up putting text after it just so y'all aren't like, what the heck happened. So that'll be like something I have to edit. But I was sitting on the balcony talking earlier, and then I was literally in the middle of a clip and my camera just stopped recording out of nowhere, and then the video didn't show up in my camera roll for like an hour, so I thought I completely lost the clip. So I was like, whatever, I won't talk about it. But to finish what I was saying earlier, I don't even know where it left off, but my camera's about to die now, and I guess I was just saying I'm waiting on this to feel like home. I'm waiting on everything to like feel right, but I'm like trying to remember that like part of being an adult is like not really ever knowing what you're doing, and nothing really ever feels perfectly right. I just feel like in college I got to a point where it finally felt right, and like my last 2 years, my senior year and my year of grad school, and so I'm trying to just remember that. And I think it's just hard when it doesn't feel like home. Like I'm loving it here and everything. So of course, when I was recording the last clip on my camera battery died, and I refused to get up and get one. I actually think I have one on my nightstand now that I think about it. But anyways, I was just basically saying it's hard when you love a place but it doesn't really feel like home, and I just feel like I just feel kind of lost because of that, and it's hard, honestly. Like I really miss all of my friends, and accepting that, you know, we're not going to be in the same place again sucks. And I love my friends that I do have here. I love that I'm close to my brother and sister-in-law, and all of those things are incredible blessings that I'm really grateful for. But of course, you know, like I miss my family, I miss my friends, and I don't know, it just feels like my heart is in 2 other places and it's not here. So I'm just like, okay, is my heart eventually gonna feel like it's also in Houston? Has it just not come yet because it's only been 3 months? You know, like what's the deal with that? And I don't know, it's just all a part of processing this big life change. But I'm trying to just like, when I get in these moods, to just like do things that like make me feel comforted, which is like laying in bed and drinking tea and watching YouTube videos like good old days, because I don't really ever do this anymore, like sit and just watch them. I'm always just having them on as background noise. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But we're probably gonna take Ella out soon because it's like 9:20 or 9:30, and I'm gonna go to try to be asleep by like 10:15 because that's what I've been doing lately. But yeah,
a little bit, and they're gonna show me around their home. Fingers crossed we'll be able to surf, because I've always...
Okay, about to head to bed, brush my teeth, do my skincare, get my pajamas. But first I wanted to show y'all this. So in my podcast Facebook group, my podcast is just named In Bloom Podcast, and I have like a link tree for the podcast and the podcast Facebook group and everything in the description always. But this girl named Allie posted that she like made these t-shirts or whatever, and I saw this one, I was like, this is so cute and like just great for living in Texas. So I bought it, and it's Art Designs by Allie with an A-L, or it's spelled A-L-I, and that's like her Instagram handle. But this is so cute. It says howdy y'all, and it's like this like gray this t-shirt, and I got an XL. And then the back, how freaking cute. How freaking cute. So I just bought one from her, and she like wrote me a little note. She said, "My girl, I've been listening to you for so long. I felt so loved seeing your purchase and that you take the time to know your listeners. Much love, Allie, aka your biggest fan. Hi, girl." Thank you so much. I love the shirt so much, and I just like love that like one of you all like made this, you know what I mean? So like I don't know, I love it. And I don't really go on Facebook like terribly often, honestly. Like if I get on, it's like to like clear the notification thing on my phone, because I like low-key hate having notifications. So I don't get on often, but I like happened to be scrolling the other day, and I like try to like read stuff when it's like posted in the podcast Facebook group, but I'm honestly not the best about it. But I'm so happy I came across that because I was able to get that, but I'll leave it linked down below. But I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for watching this vlog. I know it's like definitely chatty because unedited days vlogs, they just lend themselves to being more talkative because you're trying to fill space that normally has music. So that's how that goes. But I love you all, and remember to take care of yourself and love yourself and listen to yourself. And I will see you all in my next video, and I'm probably not going to be vlogging over the next 10ish days just because I have like, I might vlog once, but I have like videos kind of ready to go in a sense. So I just really want to hone in on studying and not focus on getting content as much. So that's that. But I love you all, and be sure to subscribe, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, turn on post notifications, check out my podcast, follow me on social media, all the deal, and I'll see y'all in my next vlog. Bye.